I'm Dr. Art Hister, and I'm here talking to Isobel Mackenzie, who is the advocate for seniors in the province of BC. How are you doing?
Very well.
Listen, the first thing I think I want to ask you is how you're enjoying your new job.
Well, I'm enjoying it very much. I've been in the position now for almost 6 months. I've had an opportunity to travel throughout the province, meeting with seniors, with their families, with their caregivers, with their service providers, gaining a deeper understanding and appreciation for the diversity of issues and the diversity of this province and the challenges that it presents. And some of those challenges are the same wherever you live, and some of them are different depending on where you live in the province and the circumstances you live in.
Do they differ mostly on a geographical basis?
They do. Certainly when you go to more isolated parts of the province, access to services becomes more challenging. The opportunities for developing housing that is suitable for seniors becomes more challenging. Other parts of the province, bigger cities like Kelowna and Kamloops, they have some weather challenges that we don't have here in the Lower Mainland or over on southern Vancouver Island, and so it presents different issues.
Are you getting good cooperation with the various groups that you speak to?
I think there is significant commitment on the part of everybody that I encounter, whether it's government officials, whether it's service providers, health authorities, physicians, to want to make things as good as they can be for seniors. Now, what constitutes making it better and how we make it better, there may be some diversity of opinions on, but I think the goal that everybody has is the same.
What about seniors themselves? Are they buying into this, the need for a seniors advocate? They're cooperating with you, or?
Seniors are, I find, very forthcoming and very inspiring in expressing their issues, their needs, their concerns, because I find that they're equally generous in acknowledging the things that are going well for them. Certainly there are seniors who feel that they have resources and they can take care of themselves, but really they're concerned about the seniors who don't have those resources. And they want to be part of making sure that those seniors have whether it's the economic resources or the human resources that they need to be able to age well.
It's a curious thing about seniors, however. I think in the last couple of decades, it's my generation that's booming into their senior years, and our expectations are so different, I think, from what we expect from government, from what's provided for us than people who are 10, 15 years older than us. Have you found that?
I think there is some truth to that. I think that certainly seniors who are 85, 90, 95 years old have lived through recessions, they lived through a war. Many are immigrants from Europe, from Britain, and they remember rationing. They remember before there was Medicare, they remember before the social welfare state, and they are much more assertive of their desire for independence and wanting to exercise that. And younger people, as you say, Art, we came of age in a different era, and certainly our expectations, not so much around our quality of life, because I think basic human needs are the same, but around what we will be providing for ourselves and what we're going to expect the government to provide. I think that is going to be different in generations.
I think also, you didn't say this, but I will, but the people 15, 20 years older are a lot more polite than we are about what they want.
Some of them, yes.
Some of them, yeah. Okay. What's been your biggest surprise?
Well, I think for me it was quite a revelation of the unevenness of some of what I think are provincial level services in the province. Certainly, well, I've got 2 decades of experience in delivering care and working with seniors. It has been in an urban environment. And so it was quite an education and revelation for me to go to some of the more rural and remote parts of this province and to see the very modest expectations that seniors have in those areas for services, and to see a lack of services that really are provincial level services. And so I have quite a few questions about some of the things that I saw in other parts of the province.
And what's been your biggest challenge?
I think the biggest challenge is the diversity of issues that face seniors, and how I'm going to develop the plan and start to tackle these issues. I think that expectations vary depending on what people see as their issue and how they want me to address it. And this is a journey, not a destination. Things will continue to evolve. There's not one report, there's not one tour. It's an ongoing effort, whether it's the housing issues or transportation or polypharmacy or dementia care. These issues all need to be looked at, and it's going to be the biggest challenge for me is trying to map out how we're going to do it in a way that is thoughtful, is evidence-based, and personally, I'm interested in shaping this office to bring forward recommendations and solutions that are workable and practical.
Have seniors been contacting your office?
They have. I think that will start to ramp up as we get our 1-800 number more operational than it is now. And but certainly I am hearing from seniors both through letters, emails, phone calls, and certainly seniors have come out to the various town halls that I've held throughout the province.
And this is important, I think, when we're talking to the audience that we're trying to talk to. What kind of problems, what kind of issues do you think that they should bring forward to you?
Well, I'm interested in system-wide issues, but what those system-wide issues are built by the individual issues coming in. So my office doesn't have the mandate to go in and fix an individual problem. We can refer people to the appropriate bodies.
Yeah, so let's be specific about that. I mean, if something's going wrong in their home, that's not an issue for you. I'm
not going to necessarily be able to fix it. We may be able to point them in the right direction, and perhaps most importantly is we will be tracking those issues. So while I may not fix your inability to get home support, for example, for the number of hours that you need, if I'm hearing a lot of people have that issue, that may lead me to examine that issue and to bring forward some recommendations to government on how that could be remedied.
Okay. You know, we're doing this for the Tapestry Foundation. What kind of role does the Tapestry Foundation have in the evolving care for seniors and in conjunction with your office?
I think they have a significant role. I come from the community, from the nonprofit sector, and so it's very near and dear to my heart, the recognition of the generosity of people that can be harnessed and focused on caring for our seniors. I think I would often joke when I was not in public service, when I was in community service, about people don't donate to government because they feel they do that when they pay their taxes. But people do have an overwhelming desire to want to give to particular causes that are of care and concern to them, whether it's seniors care or environmental issues or children's issues or animal rights issues. And so I think the work of the Tapestry Foundation and other hospital and residential care foundations is very significant. Part of it is the money, but I think there's another aspect to it, which is the engagement of people in a common good in advancing the care levels for our seniors. Well,
there's just been a joy for me to work with, so I'll echo what you say. Any last words that you'd want to share with the public, with the people listening to this?
Well, as I say, this is the beginning of a journey, the establishment of the Office of the Seniors Advocate, and we look forward to being able to bring forward and give voice on a provincial level to the provincial decision makers those issues that we feel are of significance to the health and well-being and active and positive aging for seniors in British Columbia.
On a personal note, I can just say they made a terrific choice when they chose you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for doing this.